Okay, we'll see the solutions. First one, which are the statements are true regarding chlorophyll? Okay, so you have to know what is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green pigment which is helpful in photosynthesis. So we'll see. So they have given the first option is a red pigment. No, it's not a red pigment. It's a green pigment. So the first is wrong. They capture the energy of sunlight. Yes. So they like the chlorophyll is the capturing part of sunlight. It helps in photosynthesis. Yes. After capturing the sunlight, so it helps in photosynthesis. Third statement is correct. Okay. What about this fourth one? Along with chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide, water or necessary. Not only chlorophyll, sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. Water is also necessary for photosynthesis. So which all the statements are correct? 2, 3, 4. So the correct option is D. Second question. So they have asked to identify the parts given in the picture. So this one is chlorophyll and this Y is guard cells. And the spaces inside is called as stoma. So these are the parts which involved in this particular picture. Now we will select the options. To take A, X chlorophyll, Y guard cells. That is the correct. Take other options na X stoma, Y chlorophyll, then X guard cells, Y stoma and all is there. X and Y both are chlorophyll is there. No. So the correct option is A. Identify the image. So this particular picture is given in your book. So this image is nothing but Cascuta or Amabel. Okay. So both are correct. That means both A and B. Okay. It's otherwise called as amable. It's nothing but it's a parasite, it's a parasitic plant. Okay. In A, so you have to find what is A. Chlorophyll containing partner which has B. You have to find what is B. Prepares food and C provides shelter. Okay. So that means A. So you can relate with the options. A. Fungi. It's like like what is lichen? Lichen is nothing but it's combination of fungi and algae. Definitely, fungi is not a combination of algae and the lichens. These lichens are the combination of fungi and algae. So A should be lichens. So if you take C option and B option, A is lichen, yes. But you have to find what is B and C. B provides food. Okay, C provides shelter. So in this case, algae provides food and fungi provides shelter. Okay, so the correct option will be C. A will be lichens. B provides food. So algae provide food. C. The fungi provides shelter. Fifth one, choose the incorrect statement regarding liver. So liver, right? So the gland where the bile juice is secreted, it helps in the emulsification of fat. They have asked you to find out the incorrect statement. Liver is a reddish brown gland. Yes, it's reddish brown only. It secretes bile juice. Yes, definitely it secretes bile juice for the emulsification of fat. So option A is correct, C is correct, and D is correct. What about B? It's situated in lower part of abdomen. That's not correct because it is situated in the upper part of abdomen. That is present in the right side of your abdomen. That is in upper part of abdomen. Got it? So they have given lower part. So this is the wrong statement. So the option B is correct. Yes, if you take sixth question, assertion reason question. In the process of assimilation, glucose is broken down with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide, water, and energy. So assimilation is a process where the glucose is broken into water, energy, and carbon dioxide. That is the assimilation process. And assimilation occurs in cells. So assertion is correct. Assimilation occurs in cells where absorbed food is utilized for energy and building complex substances. So where it occurs, so where the absorbed food is utilized for energy. So that is the, so both assertion and reason are correct. So the reason explains the assertion. The correct option will be A. Okay. This assimilation process happens after the absorption process. Digestion process will be ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation. Last one will be excretion. Okay, so this assimilation process occurs before excretion and after absorption. That is the main process where the energy is produced from food, and it is absorbed, like it is taken by through blood cells to various parts of your body. So correct option is A. Seventh one, which of the following statement about small intestine is correct? Okay. So it is wider and shorter than, so they've asked the correct statement to pick the correct statement. It is wider and shorter than large intestine. No, it is longer. Okay. It is longer and it is thin when compared to large intestine. So option A is not correct. Option B, its inner wall have villi that helps in absorption of digestive. Yes, that's the correct statement. Okay. C will anyway will check the C and D. It only digests fats, not carbohydrates. Not nothing like that. So it can digest one thing. So one thing is some amount of digestion takes place in small intestine, and most of the process happens inside small intestine will be absorption. Okay, so C is not the correct because it can digest anything like fat, carbohydrate, protein, anything, whatever it can digest. D option, it stores undigested food. It doesn't like, it won't do any storing process and all. It is done by large intestine. So D is also not correct. Correct will be D. It has a structure called villi, straw-like structure called villi that helps in absorption. Eighth question. Consider the following statements about ruminants. Ruminants, you know, right? So it's a cattle thing. So where the ruminants like cows and buffaloes, the food swallowed quickly and stored. They are asking these correct statement. Okay. Following statement. So we have to find the correct statement. Okay. So correct statement will be ruminants like cows, buffaloes, food is swallowed quickly and stored in a part of stomach called rumen. Yes, that is correct. So that is the ruminants about ruminant. The partially digested food that returns to the mouth from for chewing is called cud. Yes, because they like chew for some time and they will store for some time. Again, it will whenever they have time, they will come. They will again chew it. So that is called cud. The process of chewing again and again is called rumination. That process called as rumination. The fourth one will be human can also digest, like it's not about human. Ruminants is not about human. So it's very easy question. So the correct option will be 1, 2, 3. A, 8, A. In human, during inhalation, ribs move up and diaphragm moves down. Or ribs move down, diaphragm moves up. Whenever there is inhalation, okay, so if this is inhalation, the air is entering inside. The lung volume, no, so this lung has their volume. The lung volume increases. Okay, lung volume get increased so that the diaphragm comes down. It moves down. Okay, the ribs will moves up. Okay, some like the opposite reaction, like whatever the diaphragm does, it will be opposite to the ribs. So the option B will be correct. Ribs moves up and diaphragm moves down, nothing but it contracts. And during exhalation, the opposite will take place. The ribs will move down, diaphragm will move up. That is, it relaxes. Okay, and that time the lung volume will get decreased during the exhalation. But in inhalation, the lung volume increases, the ribs moves up, diaphragm moves down. 10th question. Fishes use gills to obtain oxygen. Reason: gills are richly supplied with blood vessels for gaseous exchange. So, fish has gills for this for their respiration. We have lungs, and if you take frog, they have lungs and they have gills. Okay, so there are different organs and different organisms or different animals. So in case of plants, they have stomata for their gaseous exchange. But in case of fish, they use gills for their respiration. Gills are richly supplied with blood vessels for gaseous exchange. Yes, of course. So they both are correct. So they give the correct explanation for as well. So the option A.